Good evening, watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. The total added value of non-oil activities contributes 68% to the Sultanate's gross domestic product by the end of 2018. The Sultanate achieves the first place Arab-wise within the best, safest and most secure destinations in terms of living and quality of life in 2018. And with the participation of 15 countries from the Islamic Cooperation Organization, the Sultanate organizes a practical training for readiness from the attacks. Those are the headlines and all the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said sent cable greetings to His Excellency Dr. Sebastian Pinera, President of the Republic of Chile, on the occasion of his country's independence anniversary. 20.8 billion Omani Riyals is the total added value of non-oil activities by the end of 2018, contributing by 68% to the Sultanate's gross domestic product, GDP. The National Center for Statistics and Information affirmed that the deficit of the state's general budget recorded a decline by 29% and reached 2.6 billion Omani Riyals in 2018 compared to 3.8 billion Omani Riyals in 2017. The oil activities recorded an added value of 10.8 billion Omani Riyals by the end of 2018 compared to 7.9 billion Omani Riyals by the end of 2017. The decline of the state general budget is attributed to the increase in the average oil price from $51.03 per barrel by the end of 2017 to $69.09 by the end of 2018. The added value of the natural gas recorded an increase of 28%, reaching to 1.6 billion Omani Riyals by the end of 2018 compared to 1.3 billion Omani Riyals by the end of 2017. The Sultanate achieved the first place Arab-wise within the best, safest and most secured destinations in terms of living and quality of life in 2018. The survey was carried out by the German International Network, describing the Sultanate as the most peaceful country in the Middle East as per International Peace Index. The survey stated that the political stability of the Sultanate made it an attractive destination for investors and tourists. The report also showed that the Sultanate took a number of steps related to personal safety and security in order to strengthen the position it achieved last year by coming first Arab-wise and second internationally within the best and safest destination for women to live in. Under the Sultanate's presidency, the Cyber Security Center of the Islamic Cooperation Organization countries, the Information Technology Authority, organized a practical training for readiness and ways of dealing with the possible attacks. The training staged a fake attack from Muscat and received by a number of the member countries, which showed the ability of the participating countries to confront any electronic hacking. A number of experts from 15 countries participated in the training to enhance cooperation among governments as well as to limit the cyber attacks and hacking, including internet crimes and e-blackmail. His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal bin Saud al-Busaidi, Minister of Diwan Record, received in office today His Excellency Ali bin Fahd al-Hajiri, Ambassador of the State of Qatar, accredited to the Sultanate, to bid him farewell at the end of his duty. During the meeting, cordial talks were exchanged and bilateral relations between the countries were reviewed. Still to come on News Bulletin. 5 innovation projects qualify to the final stage of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry Innovation Award. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Minister of Health celebrated Patient Safety Day under the theme Polypharmacy, one of the patient safety challenges. We have a report to that by Abdullah bin Ahmed Rubai.
Under the theme Polypharmacy, one of patient safety challenges, the Minister of Health, represented by the Directorate General of Quality Assurance Centre in collaboration with other civil and military sectors, celebrated today the second national and first World Patient Safety Day.
We are delighted to join the world today to celebrate the first International Patient Safety Day and the second National Patient Safety Day. Oman had pioneers this, and Oman suggested in 2016 in the first ministerial meeting for patient safety, suggested to WHO and the world to have one day a year where we emphasize and celebrate patient safety, and I'm glad to say that that suggestion was adopted by WHO this year. Also, Oman was chosen by WHO in September last year to have that patient safety and quality center collaborating with WHO. Patient safety, it's not an event, it is not a workshop. It is a way of practicing healthcare, and it should be implemented in every healthcare facility, everywhere and at any time.
Over 270 participants from the Ministry of Health as well as civil and military sectors have attended the celebrations of the National Patient Safety with the aim of raising awareness on the concept of patient safety, the usage of international standards and implementing all means for its sustainability in order to spread the concept of patient safety among the community members and the health workers, as well as to provide the staff with the tools and techniques.
Unfortunately, there are over 2.5 million people who died every year worldwide because of an event that happens in healthcare facilities, and most of these can be and could be prevented. So this is an awareness program for all those who are practicing in healthcare facilities and to the public as well, to be champions for patient safety.
The celebration included launching the Polypharmacy initiative aiming to develop mechanisms in order to involve and enable the patients handling their own medication safely.
To speak about patient safety, it's about two principles of medicine, medical profession. And the first one is do no harm, and second one is do good. Medical profession, providers of health care, they do want to do good, but they have to consider also possibilities of risks and harm. Patient safety is about protecting from errors, protecting patients, also reducing accidents, reducing hospital-acquired infections, medication side effects, and injuries.
The polypharmacy refers to the use of a large number of medications commonly considered to be the use of 5 or more medications routinely with or without medical prescription. As the Minister of Health has pointed out, that patient safety is a national priority, ensuring that no one person is harmed in the healthcare facilities. Therefore, Oman is committed to improving the quality of healthcare. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
An innovation projects with the fourth industrial revolution technique moved to the final stage of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry Innovation Award in the Sultanate. In the Governorate of South Batna, the second stage of OCCI Innovation Awards competition was concluded. The competition is organized by Research Council in cooperation with Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry. OCCI stated that 5 projects reached the final stage of the second edition of Innovation Award competition. The competition aims to encourage and spread the culture of innovation amid the Omani youth. The competition also aims to highlight innovation projects of Omani youth, which will contribute in the adopting of these projects by the bodies concerned. These projects will also provide job opportunities for job seekers. More than 17,000 surgeries were performed in 2018 in Royal Hospital. The General Surgery Department seeks to introduce state-of-art surgical services in order to move from open surgery to applying endoscopy procedures. And we have a report on that by Abdullah bin Ahmed Rubai.
The surgical departments of the Royal Hospital are the most important vital departments in the hospital. According to the statistics of 2018, more than 17,322 surgeries have been performed in the Royal Hospital, in which 12,987 surgeries for adults and 4,335 surgeries for children. The surgical cases that have performed in the general surgery departments are varied, including the vascular surgery, colorectal surgery, liver and pancreas surgery, upper gastrointestinal and obesity surgery, organ transplant surgery, breast surgery and endocrine surgery. The surgical operations are performed double shift compared to the past in order to reduce the waiting time of patients for the operations appointments. Accelerating the pace of work keep pace with the increasing number of patients from various governorates of the Sultanate requiring surgical interventions, as well as promoting the quality of healthcare in the hospital. On a 24-hour basis, the surgical operations rooms are prepared to receive emergency cases. In accordance with the applicable international standards, the Royal Hospital has developed a specific process in surgical appointments for the patients, including considering the patient's health status and the need for surgical intervention and patients' waiting lists. Noting that any emergency cases requiring immediate surgical intervention, the patient will undergo the operation directly. The Royal Hospital has made remarkable achievements in the field of surgery. Most notably, the department has received a recognition certificate as a specialized training center in general surgery from the Royal College of Surgeons in the UK, along with certifying it a center for performing the fellowship examinations. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Now for the general forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the coasts of the Arabian Sea. Cloudy skies with chances of intermittent drizzle are expected over the governorates of Dhofar. Winds will be southeasterly light to moderate and seas will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. Watching the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The total added value of non-oil activities contributes 68% of the Sultanate's gross domestic product by the end of 2018. The Sultanate achieves the first place, Arab-wise, within the best, safest and most secure destinations in terms of living and quality of life in 2018. And with the participation of 15 countries from the Islamic Cooperation Organization, the Sultanate organizes a practical training for readiness from the attacks. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom and the studios. Thanks for watching. Good night.